come with me for a trip of a lifetime to Alaska. Yee! Hello and welcome to Alaska. I was gonna say Nebraska, but no, I'm in Alaska now. Ugh, I'm so tired. I had a very long flight and we just went and we just went and had some food, me and some of the other guests. So yeah, and I want to say it's almost 9 here, or if not 10, and I think it's 10, and it's a 3-hour time difference for me, so it's like 1 or 2 a.m. normally for me, and I'm fried, especially after flying from Nebraska to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Alaska. So in total, my flight this morning started at, I had to be at the airport at like 9, and then I didn't land until 8 here p.m. So it's been a very long day of flying. 8 p.m. this time zone. So it would have been 8, 9, 11 p.m. for me. So yeah, but it was a crazy flight, especially because I had a middle seat, so I did not have a window. And the guy next to me kept the window closed the whole time. The whole plane kept their windows closed, so it was dark for 5 hours on the Alaskan flight, and I was going crazy until they finally opened the window and was like, please leave it open. Oh, but then I felt better. So yeah, but anyway, I am checked into the hotel, and we get to do the room tour. So let's do that. Not to fully unpack, but here is the room. Hello, I look frumpy. Woot. And the bathroom. I've got one thing, or two things out, so that and that, but it's a double mirror sink, and this is the Captain Cook Hotel, and it's actually pretty cool. It's all themed on pirates and stuff, and so downstairs there's tons of pirate ships and planks and stuff, but pretty decent room. I've got some of my stuff. I had to grab something out of that, but I gotta unpack. You can see all my cosplay on that side, and yeah, but it is dark here now. The reflection of the room does not help, but yeah. Not really much to see. That's it for today. Today's Wednesday, so yeah, I've got, tomorrow is Thursday, so I still need to unpack everything, make sure the cosplay is transported okay, and then tomorrow I will be judging the costume contest for the Anchorage Museum. That's tomorrow night. I don't really know if I'm doing anything else in the day. I'll see what some of the other guests are doing, and I might hang out with them. Otherwise, I'm going to relax. So stay tuned, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning! We're doing a reflection. Yeah. Woke up pretty early, but time zone change, so I got to sleep in, technically. It's cool. But yeah, went and found some breakfast this morning. I ended up having a bacon egg croissant that I found downstairs, and I got some orange juice. And now I put my makeup on, and I'm just kind of straightening my hair. Today's going to be a relaxed day for the most part. We are not doing anything until 4 p.m., so I gotta figure out what I'm going to do for lunch, and then get all in my fancy dress for tonight's museum event, and I'm excited for that. So we'll see kind of if I explore anything today, but yeah, so But first, gotta stop and get some lunch, as well as check this out! I'm on the poster for the museum event. Yay! I got my little dressy dress on for the event tonight, and then I'll have my hat, and I gotta bring another jacket because it's gonna be a wee bit cold tonight. But I'm excited. So yeah, just need to put on my shoes, and then we are good to go. I'm probably actually gonna film a few things since I have a little bit of time for transition videos into my 2 cosplays this weekend. But I'm excited, and I think tonight I got to judge whatever contest there is, a costume contest. I'm hopefully there'll be people. I don't really know. I've never done a museum event before, so this will be a new experience, but I'm excited to see kind of some art and get some food and drinks because they got some goodies there. So yeah. But I think afterwards probably gonna go do a few drinks with some of the other guests for the convention this weekend, but it should be fun. And then tomorrow, oh my gosh, they're doing so much stuff tomorrow. We're like leaving at 7 a.m. and we're like driving 45 minutes away to do a bunch of things. And then there's a Glacier tour that we're doing, like a boat tour thing. So I'm really excited, but it's gonna be cold. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll end the video with some talking tonight or not, but we might just go into what we're doing tomorrow. So let's go to the museum event now. And let me tell you how cool this museum was. I wasn't expecting to be able to explore everything before the show, but we got there pretty early and I was able to wander around and see all of their current exhibitions that they had, which include a lot of local Alaskan artists, as well as there was tons of beautiful paintings, and it really made me miss my undergraduate and my painting classes. But I think the part that I found most interesting was the exhibit that showcased each of the Alaskan natives, and they had these displays of all of their traditional clothing, their traditional tools and hunting equipment and masks and everything. And they had for each of the displayed pieces an individual speaker of that tribe that I found really captivating, and it was really cool just to hear all of their stories, and I highly recommend seeing this part. As well as there were some really fascinating pieces made from tusk and bones on display. But now we must talk about the real reason we are here, and that is for the Museum After Dark event. That was super fun. It had 2 DJs that you wore headphones for, and you could choose which one you wanted to listen to. There were drinks, and of course, the cosplay contest. Pirate that likes to drink a lot. Captain Jack Sparrow.
And then for the fan favorite, in terms of the overall, there was a lot of good ones. In fact, I'm actually going to award 2 separate winners. So, McFly, get down here. And then my other co-winners are the pair back there. Anyway, we'll continue on till 9:30. So DJs, let's hit it, and let's finish this night strong. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you for everybody.
wait, we had to go do a few more stops at some bars that were local, as well as ending the night doing karaoke. And I had to wake up so early this morning. I had to be downstairs at the shuttle by 7 a.m. so that way we could do a little private tour of Alaska. And this was so much fun, and I really appreciate our tour guide Paige for taking us out, showing us everything. And oh my gosh, Alaska is gorgeous. I have never really seen mountains before, much less I've only seen a little bit of snow since I've lived in Nebraska over the last 2 years, and nothing compared to this.
Do you remember the name? We're at Virgin Creek Falls.
And after our little hike to the waterfall, we ended up going to the Alyeska resort, and we took their aerial tram up Mount Alyeska's summit, and this was so cool. Oh my gosh. The views were gorgeous, and it was cold up there for sure, and so much snow still. There was tons of people still skiing and snowboarding. As well as there was a restaurant at the top that we ate at, which was called Seven Glaciers Restaurant, and it's got a little drinky drink as well, so it was tons of fun. And after our bellies were nice and full, we rode the tram back down, saw some more really pretty views, as well as we ended up going to the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center, which is a sanctuary that they have that's dedicated to preserving Alaska's wildlife. And I got to see a moose up close. Oh my gosh, they're huge. As well as there was tons of bears, cute little foxes, and birds throughout the whole place. And that was it for our little personal tour that we had. But up next was even greater. And I was actually in Alaska to be a guest at Arctic Comic-Con, and the convention invited all of their guests to do a glacier boat tour. So we ended up getting on a charter bus, and they drove us about an hour down the road, and we went through the longest tunnel, which is over like 2.5 minutes or something like that. And we got on the Phillips Cruise and Tours boat. And they took us around and got to see a few glaciers, which were so cool, as well as otters in the wild. Oh, they were so cute. And while we were there, I didn't get a footage of it, but actually one of the glaciers started breaking off and falling in the water, which made a huge echoey sound. As well as the boat staff ended up getting one of the floating icebergs, pulling it out of the water, and they ended up making glacier margaritas using that ice, which of course I had to participate in. Let's see, can I get it like this? Hello! I'm finally back from my day of adventures. Oh my gosh. Did so much today. Woke up and had to be downstairs by 7 a.m. Very early day, but we did so much exploring, did some hiking, and did a nature area, and I don't remember any of the names of the places, but saw so many critters. Saw, some eagles in their nest in the wild, which is really cool because I've only seen them in like animal rescue zoos and things. And then we went up is it a gondola? I don't know. It was the tallest mountain that they have a ski resort here with a double black diamond slope thingy. I don't ski. But it was really cool. Go up it and then see the video. We had lunch up there. And then this afternoon, we ended up doing a Glacier boat tour cruise thingy. And that was really cool. Saw otters in the wild, sea lions, some of the goats and everything that were on the mountains, and it was really cool just to see the difference between like the mountains and the glaciers that are in between, and they glowed like this bluish color, and it was really pretty, but it was really cold. So luckily the boat, it was really nice. I got to kind of be warm in my own little warmish inside, and then I went out every now and then, but I did not bring enough warm clothes, so But anyway, that was my day. I did come back to my little surprise in my hotel room. A good surprise, not random surprise. But I was supposed to get it yesterday, but I was gone, and I had a sign on my door saying, "Do not disturb," and they respected that, the hotel. So they gave me a call right before I left for my adventures today. And I returned back to what I was supposed to receive yesterday of a little gift for being a guest here for the convention. And so let's look, because I have not seen it except for that it's a bag with stuff in it. So let's open it. This is what I got. So for Arctic Comic-Con, their official logo with a little nice baggie. There's something making a sound in here. Let's see. Sour cream and chives potato chips. What is this? Oh, it's coffee. I'm not a fan of coffee, but somebody maybe, so I might give this to somebody else, because I don't drink it at all. And ooh, that's cool. A little fishy fish. A little patch. Some Alyeska king salmon jerky. Interesting. We'll have to give that a little taste. And ooh, 2 things of water. That is going to be amazing, because I'm on my last water bottle that was provided with the room. And then looks like the only other thing is this milk chocolate. So Alyeska Candy Company. I'll have to try that later. So yeah, very cool. But that is all for today. Now it's just time to get ready to sleep. And then we have tomorrow, the actual first day of the convention. I feel like I've been here so long already and haven't even done the main reason I'm here. But tomorrow I'll be in Roxy from Mushoku Tensei. I do have to set up my booth in the morning. We're being picked up at 10:30 and VIP starts at 11. We'll see if I have my booth set up by then. Yeah. It'll be a tight call, but I'll get it done. But yeah, it should be fun. I've got a panel tomorrow as well, and the cosplay contest. So fun day and for today, and hopefully a fun day tomorrow. So let's go to sleep. Night. Now on to the first day of Arctic Comic-Con, and today I got my booth set up. They actually were able to pick me up earlier, so I got to the convention and was able to set up everything in time, as well as do a post, and I was in my Roxy cosplay for today from Mushoku Tensei. And this day was pretty busy. I was only at my booth for about an hour in the morning, and then I had to go do my panel on how to plan your next cosplay build.
My pleasure to bring you our featured cosplayer and
Arctic Comic-Con!
And it was a great turnout. And then after, I got to go and get some munchies to fill my tummy, as well as meet a bunch of people at my booth, and then on to the last event of the day, which was, of course, the main cosplay contest.
I love cosplay.
The reason I love cosplay is one, I'm really bad at it, personally. So to see the craftsmanship and everything else that everybody goes through, like, you ever burn your guest, host?
Make some noise for Ming Chen.
Yeah, I love this town, and Mike, I love what you guys built here at Arctic Comic Con. It's a huge honor returning here every year.
Oh, where are our judges? Oh, they're
they're there. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry, they said, I don't know my left and right.
That's okay.
Yes, these are our amazing judges. Could you please introduce yourselves?
I'm sure some of you have seen me here before. My name is Mariah Falkenstein. I run the Cosplay Alaska Forum.
Hey everybody, how's it going? There we go. Spider-Man, come on. Okay, well you guys probably know me. I'm Josh. I'm also with Cosplay Alaska.
Well, hello, my name is Tiffany, and I'm the owner of Tiffany Gordon Cosplay LLC, which is a company that focuses on costume and prop fabrication as well as education. And I'm really excited to be here in Alaska and here at Arctic Comic Con. This is my to get here, but I'm very happy and I'm so excited to see all of the wonderful cosplayers here. So yes, best of luck.
Real quickly out of cosplay and off to get some more food because I was starving at this point. And I wish I remembered the name of this place, but I was way too tired and didn't take note. But I had really great fish and chips at it. And after that, we went back to the very first place that we went to on the first night of Alaska and got some more drinking drinks as well as some surprise fireworks. Then Sunday came, and at this point, I kind of forgot about filming stuff, so I didn't have much for today, but I was in Aqua, and I filmed a bunch of selfies, so enjoy this. And after some lovely food provided in the green room, it was back to my booth and got to meet some more lovely Alaskan people. And Arctic Comic Con was such a fun convention, and I had a wonderful time just in Alaska itself, and I hope I can come back. A big thank you to Arctic Comic Con for having me as a cosplay guest this year, as well as let me know in the comments what other conventions you would like to see me at. And I'll see you for our next vlog. Much love, guys!